How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little hot butcher up in this piece in the form of their Duchess. Yeah, this is a Vic Secret Cashmere and Centennial Hopped Double IPA. As per normal hop butchering, on the back they have tasting notes of bright tropical and pleasant herbs and sweet lemon pulp. Yeah, label-wise, there you go. It's cool. It's weird to drink a beer named Duchess that isn't like a Oud Bruin. Isn't that what Duchess de Bourgogne? I always mess that up, so I try to say it like I said Worcestershire sauce or something. Yeah, it's weird to drink a beer that's not that's named Duchess. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, but label-wise, classic Jets of stylings. So I am a fan. 7.5% alcohol by volume, and at the time of recording, this beer looks almost exactly a month old, actually. I got this right before I got the old COVIDs. So it's been sitting in my fridge. I got through a couple of beers and came down with the old COVID. So this one was one of the ones that had to kind of sit and take a back seat until I felt a little bit better. A little bit sniffly, but I got my taste back, got my smell back, even though I sound a little nasally, so we should be good to go. Yeah, in this hot butcher glass, gonna get a little bit more of an elevated head, but it looks the part of a big old hazy, almost 2 fingers, off-white, just south of khaki, actually. Pretty, not overtly yellow, but more than what you'd expect kind of head on it. Pretty uniform bubble, sans that soapy, kind of edgy towards the top, and it's got a big, nice, rich haze on it. Let's get a nose. I'm not getting a huge nose off this. It's more tropical fruit melon for me. Tropical fruit melon. Let's see if I can get another one. I get that lemon thing, though. That's where it's... You see, that's where it is. It's not citrus. It's more of a lemon thing, and I know they called out like kind of lemon on there. But it's like a tropical fruit melon characteristic with that little bit of lemon vibes done and done. It's a pretty big head, so it's kind of hard to pull a nose off there. And they said bright tropical. Okay, I said that. Pleasant herbs. I didn't really get any kind of herbalness off it. That might be a tasting note, even though it says tasting note here. I'm not getting a nose. And that little bit of like lemon. It's not full-on lemon, but it's more kind of like a not super acidic kind of lemon going on. So let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. I mean, they're kind of correct, you know. It really does come off. Man, that's fun. This is a fun beer. It comes off. It comes off like cooking with lemon with, and they say kind of sweet herbs. It's kind of like, or that kind of weird herb pulp. What do they call it? Pleasant herb. Sorry, like a cooking herb. So whenever I make a chicken, like a whole chicken, I have a go-to recipe. It's very, very, very simple, and it just involves olive oil, the chicken, a whole lot of salt and pepper on the outside, and then just stuffing the bird, and stuff the bird with garlic, cloves of garlic. I put like 12 cloves of garlic in there, a whole lemon, and a bunch of, you know, your chicken herbs, your poultry herbs, your sage, rosemary, thyme, that kind of thing. Not that these herbs come off like that, but when you get that combination of that lemon with those herbs, it does bring me to that recipe. Even though the herbs here are a little bit more botanical, kind of ginny kind of herbs to it, it does have this cool kind of culinary cooking thing that makes me think savory. Now, it's a sweet beer. You have that gobs and gobs of tropical fruit as the leader in the clubhouse here. When you add that lemon and those little bit of herbs in there, it's a fun little mindfuckery thing going on, because it does make me think of savory things. It's not a savory beer. That's not what I'm trying to say. But for me personally, it makes me go that direction. So, yeah. Really nice mouthfeel on it. It just falls short of being that water nerdy softness. It's got a nice kind of bittering to the hops too. That's not going to be like just straight up drop out all bittering here. It's not overly aggressive. And that bittering can be a little bit generic. On the other end of things, you have that nice herbal component with that nice kind of lemon characteristic from those hops. That's really, really fun. And it really does work well with the tropical fruit portion of the show. I don't know the last time I actually kind of went really kind of at the same tasting notes that a hop butcher beer has given me, but it's probably one of the closer ones for me. The only thing I guess it would be missing, and they usually stick to 3 notes completely, is that instead of saying pleasant herbs, I would maybe go pleasant herbs and green, because that hop is starting to show a little bit of green for me in an herbal sense. That might be the only one that might be a little bit different for me, but I like this beer. The only kicker for this beer, difference that I would say, is that I'm not going to say it tastes like everybody else's beer because it's upper echelon, top-notch kind of haziness. It reminds me of another brewery. I don't know who it is. It's probably not just one brewery, but it reminds me of a New England-style brewery. It's not hop butcher fuckduckery through and through. There's something to it. Maybe it's that herbal thing I'm confusing with like a green grassiness kind of kept lawn thing that I get from some of these kind of Connecticut, kind of New England-based kind of breweries. But it's fun. It's tasty. I dig it. I'm a happy camper. So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better Hazies I've had as of late? It is. It wants to be up there, Mount Rushmore status. The only reason I want to put there is just because there's a lot of competition, and I would probably, over the course of the past year, put 4 Hop Butcher beers ahead of this one. So it's not so much this beer isn't worthy. It's just, I don't know why I'm keeping it out. I should probably put it in. I really do enjoy it. I don't know. It's delicious. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Value and availability. Hop Butcher, I think their prices went up just because, world changes. But their stuff typically can be found around like, I guess this would be like a $17, $18, maybe even a little bit cheaper kind of beer, which is probably a skosh, if it's a little cheaper, a little skosh less than market value, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like really well done haze. I mean, don't be put off by that herbal portion. It is kind of, for me, elicits memories of like a savory thing, but it is more of that kind of typical kind of herbalness, green herbalness that I talk about in a beer. But for me, it kind of, in combination with that lemon, kind of struck a little bit savory for me. But it's a really fun beer. So if you like interesting, well done flavors in hazies that are a little bit outside of your typical norm, but still fun stuff, there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Hop Butcher right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.